Hi families! Today I'm going to be teaching you how to add and subtract decimals using both the standard algorithm and the more visual dot method. I'll be doing both side by side so that you can see what's going on. First thing you're going to want to do is to find your hundreds to thousands place value chart, which can be found in your child's green student book as well as in their whiteboard. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is add 0 and 15 hundredths and 3 and 82 hundredths. So right away, notice how I'm being very clear to line up my decimal points and my place values. My hundredths place is lined up, my tenths place is lined up, and my ones place is lined up. With the dot method, I'm just going to transfer each of these digits to the right column in dots. So, the 0 and 15 hundredths, I've got 1/10, I have 5 hundredths. 3 and 82 hundredths, I have 3 ones, 8 tenths, and 2 hundredths. All I'm going to do now is just add up those dots. I've got 7 right there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. And I have 3 right there. I'm going to go ahead and change that into digits. And let's go over here. I've got 5 plus 2 equals 7, 8 plus 1 equals 9, decimal stays the same, 0 plus 3 equals 3. There we go. Students can use either of these strategies. We start with this one though, just so they can see how it relates to the addition that they already know. I always tell students that adding with decimals is no different than adding with whole numbers. Okay, now a little bit trickier. We're going to do 2 and 9 hundredths plus 1 and 95 hundredths. Okay, once again, I've got 2 ones, no tenths, 9 hundredths. I have 1 1, 9 tenths, and 5 hundredths. Adding those up. Oh, now I've got 14. We'll come back to that. I have 9 here, and I have 3 here. Okay, so you might be looking at this and saying, that's too many. You're right. So what I'm going to do is bundle it into a group of 10, and I'm going to change out that 10 for 1/10. So I've got 10 hundredths, which is the same as 1/10. Now I've only got 4 there. But when I bundled that and I moved it over, now I created another 10. So I'm going to move that over here. So I've got 0 here. Now I have 4 right there. It's just like this. Okay, 9 plus 5 equals 14. 9 plus 1 equals 10. 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. 4.04. Now we're going to go through 2 subtraction examples. First, I'll do it without decimals so you can see how it works. I have 85 minus 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my 5. And instead of creating a new row, all I'm going to do is cross it out. So I'll do this side by side so you can see. 5 minus 2. I'll cross out my 2. And I have 3 left. 8 minus 1. Just cross out 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 left. My answer is 73. All right, here's one that's a little bit trickier. Got 3 and 72 hundredths minus 1 and 95 hundredths. Okay, 3, 72. Okay, I'm going to subtract 5 hundredths. I can't do that though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross this out and swap it out for 10 hundredths. Because 1/10 is the same as 10 hundredths in this case. Okay, now I've got 12 hundredths. What I just did was I changed my 7 into a 6 and my 2 into a 12. You'll notice that I tend to not do my tiny little 1. I cross the whole number out and I put it up here. Students, especially those with poor handwriting, can get lost in this if they don't cross and make a nice new number up top. So really encourage your students to be clean with their numbers, line everything up. If they have trouble with this, what you can do is even turn a piece of line paper sideways and have them right within the vertical columns. So for example, 3 and 72 hundredths minus 1 and 95 hundredths. And then you'll see that they've got a column for each place value. That can be really helpful if students are getting lost in their writing. Okay, back to the problem. I did 12 minus 5 equals 7. 12 minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 7 left. Now 6 minus 9. Can't do that. So I'm going to have to grab that one and convert my 1 into 10 tenths. And I'm going to subtract 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 7 left. What I did was I changed my 3 into a 2, my 6 into a 16. 16 minus 9 equals 7. Now I've got 2 minus 1. Going to cross that out. Got 1 left. There we are. 2 different ways to solve addition and subtraction of decimals. They're really just the same as addition and subtraction of whole numbers. Next, we will be working with multiplication of decimals, so stay tuned for a new video about that. Thanks.